want the microphone. Morning, morning. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning, morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning. This world is getting so cold. I wanna keep running like a soldier. Somebody must have touched my soul, 'cause there ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, 'cause everybody's getting so lazy. Don't want nobody touch my... want the microphone. Morning. I just want the microphone. Morning. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning. Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning. This world is getting so cold. I wanna keep running like a soldier. Somebody must have touched my soul, 'cause there ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, 'cause everybody's getting so lazy. Don't want nobody touch my...
Tobago updates.
Your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad, and the region.
I am Candice Jackson.
And I am Denise Dempster. Here's your news in 90 seconds.
Upgrades to the domestic terminal at the A&R Robinson International Airport were unveiled yesterday. The upgrades include a new baggage conveyor belt, washrooms with a separate baby changing area, new AC systems, and a new Tobago sign for photo ops. According to a release from the Airport Authorities of Trinidad and Tobago, these improvements are to facilitate a more comfortable experience for users, while work is ongoing on the construction of a brand new airport terminal. Minority Leader Calvin Morris is raising questions about the delay of the Roxborough Hospital being fully commissioned. Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, indicated that work continues on transferring services to the hospital as well as ensuring the equipment is up to standard. However, Morris claims the process is not fast enough, given that Dr. B. Israel advocated strongly against the slow commissioning of the hospital under the previous administration. Infectious disease specialist Dr. Nathaniel Duke was contracted as resident administrator for the hospital and is leading the preparation process. Meanwhile, in Trinidad, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says since there is no substantial rise in COVID-19 cases for 14 days following Carnival, he believes it is time to reopen the entire country. Trinidad and Tobago has been in various states of restrictions since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020. Dr. Raleigh was addressing an audience at a PNM public meeting in San Fernando. He believes it is time for all restrictions to be lifted. Whether that will include the removal of mask restrictions as well is yet to be determined. The country can expect an announcement from the Prime Minister regarding the lifting of these restrictions later this week. And finally, Tobagonian Lawrence Hislop took his oath of office as Senator in the Senate yesterday. He was appointed as Senator by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley following a recent cabinet reshuffle. And that is news in 90 seconds.
I know a lot of people will be excited for these restrictions to be not completely lifted, but, you know, lifted in such a sense that we could be free. And I know a lot of people are looking on to see whether or not we would be required to continue to wear the mask.
Right, and we see around the world, many countries are moving towards where when you're outside, you're not required to wear masks. However, when you're inside, depending on how tight the places are, how close the circumstances are, then you may be required to wear masks. Now, we've had some persons even suggest, you know, like even only in hospitals or in certain settings that masks should be worn. But when you're outside, because the COVID-19 virus does not spread that easily on the outside, it should not be required. We already had recently the removal of masks in cars for families. Now we'll wait to see whether how far that will be taken, I guess in a few days' time.
Yes, most definitely. And switching gears in a little bit, the delay of the Roxborough Hospital, that's an interesting development because I know it was commissioned when the last administration was in power, but it hasn't fully opened up. So I'm looking forward to see what would be the outcome of that situation.
Right, and you know, I spoke to Dr. B. Israel a couple weeks ago, and she said that, you know, that work was ongoing, but Morris, the minority leader, Mr. Calvin Morris, he was of the opinion that since Dr. B. Israel was one of those strong advocates for that hospital to be commissioned, that, you know, she should account for why after 3 months of her being in office, that hospital has not yet been opened. And from what we've been able to figure out, there's a lot going on in the background in terms of making the hospital ready to embrace all its full services, because right now it is pretty much offering the same services as the Roxborough Health Center offered. However, we're looking to see all the other services that will come on soon. And then, you know, moving on to some other news in terms of there's a conversation going on between the Ministry of Finance and trade unions regarding the raising of retirement age.
Yes, and we would have some conversations and discussions today to find out a little bit more information about that situation. So we'll be having an interview with Josie Rami. He's the president of the Cooperative Credit Union League, and he would shed some light on the issues that we are currently facing now and what is the way forward.
Right. So, I mean, you know, when it comes to retirement age and stuff like that, you know, in our country right now it's at 60. However, the government is seeking possibly to raise it to 65, and that has to do a lot with the NIB contributions. There's a gap between what is being contributed by the public and then what needs to be paid off because our population is living longer. But of course, we're going to be talking a little bit this morning regarding as well, you know, about accounts, opening of accounts and so on within our banking sector. We had the governor of the central bank last week state on a JSC at Parliament, where he recommended that banks lower some of the restrictions for persons to open bank accounts so that more persons can access that.
Yes, we'll be having some fruitful conversations today. But stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Pot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Pot it with us at American Stores.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $1. Only at KFC.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Joining me for conversations this morning is Dr. Shane Mohammed, who is an economist, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the changing things in the financial sector. Good morning to you, Mr. Shane Mohammed.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Shane Mohammed.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, great. We can hear you now. All right, so we're going to get straight into the conversation. We're talking a little bit about the complications in opening bank accounts in Trinidad and Tobago. We had this governor of the central bank, Mr. Alvin St. Hilaire, recommending that, you know, some of the restrictions or some of the requirements, should be lowered to open bank accounts. What are your views?
Okay, so just one correction. I'm not an economist, I'm a political scientist. With regard to opening bank accounts, I'm a bit concerned about what limitations he would like, what restrictions he would like adjusted when opening bank accounts, because as it pertains to persons who open private bank accounts, it's a very simple process in terms of you need 2 forms of ID and for a utility bill to confirm your address. So those are 3 main documents needed to open your bank account from a personal perspective. I am seeing you are saying that on your ticker tape that it says commercial documents for bank adjustments. Now, if it's a situation where he is suggesting that banks adjust the requirements for persons who are opening commercial bank accounts, now that's a different situation altogether. It means therefore that he wants more commercial and more economic, more activity, more business activities taking place for an economical benefit for the country. Now that is understandable. But the concern that I have is to ensure that the checks and balances as it pertains to money laundering and all of the requirements under the FIU for commercial purposes are met, and that we are not opening up, or we are not putting ourselves in a position to lower the threshold and then increase the index of corruption in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. Is it your view that for personal bank accounts, the requirements that are in place should continue to be in place?
Yes, because I personally find that the requirements for a personal bank account are very basic. There's no indication of it being anything that is very complex, except in the case of minors, where minors are required, those who are um, over the age of 18, they require some level of adult co-signing until a particular for the purpose of opening the account. And then those that are under 18 requires a parent to co-sign with them until they reach a particular age. So I don't see for personal banking a major issue there, because it has for a very long time been quite easy, quite basic for someone to open a bank account.
All right. Now, another thing coming out from the governor of the central bank is that of wanting banks to embrace fintech technology a bit more. What are your views on this?
There's a lot of things that we could want for a society in terms of fintech, and for those who does not know what fintech is, it's financial technology usage in terms of doing business. And we have to take into consideration, as you rightfully said earlier, we have an aging population, and a lot of persons are not, uh, I will say, tech savvy. They are not very, the persons are not very equipped, intellectually equipped. And I'm not ashamed to say that as it pertains to myself. It took me quite a long time before I went to online banking, because it's finance you're dealing with, because you're dealing with your own, you're dealing with your bank account, your money. Persons like myself, and who is fairly a millennial. Well, I can consider myself a millennial. It took me quite a while to get to understand the process and to really make the transition from going into the bank and standing in the line and getting the receipt and feeling comfortable that my money was deposited into the bank, right? In fact, I had to get one of my cousins, who is a banker, to go through the process with me to teach me how to use the online platform and that sort of thing. Now, in an aging population, and one that may not be very tech savvy, it may pose a bit of complications, especially where people in our country tend to be very traditional, and they tend to be very, I would use of, um, are you all there?
Okay, yes, we're hearing you now.
Okay, good. So, yeah, so it is. We are in a society that's very traditional, and we cannot deny the fact that there is a a section of our society who still prefer to go and line up in the bank and do the transactions that they have to do manually. And that's something that we have to consider. It's all well and good to want to move to fintech, but moving to fintech is only going to apply to a percentage of the society, because there's another percentage of the society that prefers to do it the traditional way.
Do you think that there's something that can be done to um, reach that section of society and to bring them on board with this new technology?
There is going to be a group of society that is not going to be able to that you're not going to be able to reach. You're not going to be able to reach the people who are in their 70s and 80s at all. We'll say at those that are in their 90s. You're not going to reach a section of society whatsoever because they are stuck in their ways. And at the age of persons who, so for example, let's take my mother for example, who is in her 70s, and my father who is in his 70s. Online banking is not something that they are going to be willing to. They are going to find online banking more tedious than actually walking and going into the bank and pursuing the transactions. I have aunts and uncles who feel the same way, right? That it is easier for them to go to the bank, line up, or choose a day. People have special days that they go to the bank and they have their bank day, their bank hours, that they will go to the bank, that they know that it's convenient to them, and they would put aside that particular day to go and do their bank, their financial business, their business days. And that's going to be a very hard tradition, a very hard culture to break and infiltrate as it pertains to the comfort level that people feel in doing transactions traditionally as opposed to fintech. Fintech is, in my opinion, very much for the millennials that are willing to do it and capable of doing it, and the generations, the Gen Zs, and those that are up and coming. So yes, you're going to get a section of society that will embrace fintech, but we have to recognize the reality that there is a section of society that is going to want to go to the banks and get their business done manually.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sheikh Mohammed. We are out of time, but viewers, don't go anywhere. Denise here will be right up next as we continue our conversations.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. It's 6:52 on this wonderful Wednesday, and continue our discussions with commercial bank accounts adjustment. We are having a conversation with Joseph Remy, and he is the president of the Cooperative Credit Union League. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning to you, my dear. Pleasure to be involved in your program this morning. I take the opportunity to thank you for the invitation, and I look forward to an engaging discourse.
Thank you. So diving right into it, with banks being a bit more strict to open up a personal account, is it much simpler at a credit union?
Well, it's a question that I would have to answer this particular way. We have been laboring for quite a while to ensure we continue to make it as seamless as possible for our members, for our citizens to be members of credit unions, because credit unions serve their members only. And that we have been part of the regulatory regime for the AML, anti-money laundering and counter-financing of terrorism, which now brings requirements for persons if they want to open an account. The credit union movement is one of the entities that is supervised by the Financial Intelligence Unit. But we have been very, very flexible with respect to the requirements for opening accounts at credit unions, because at the end of the day, the credit unions serve their members. And we are really happy to an extent to see the governor raising the issue of simplified due diligence, which we have been exercising for quite a while because of the demographics in the credit union movement. We are all around the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago, and we go into areas that are not served and serviced by banking institutions. And as such, we have been ensuring that our members, we do our proper due diligence, which is to get into the communities and do the background checks. And we have not been rigid in the issue of 2 forms of ID for our members. We have been very flexible, and we hope that this is something that will be maintained throughout to ensure that members have access to easily and affordable financial services, products and services.
So what are the requirements for members?
Okay, the basic requirements that you for effective, you must have 2 forms of national ID, and then the credit union or the financial institution is required to do an in-depth due diligence on the members before they believe that they have satisfied the requirements for opening an account. But the credit union movement by itself, based on our previous regulatory regime, where we are regulated under the Cooperative Societies Act, the credit unions themselves, when a member applies to be a credit union, that application goes through a process where it has to be approved by the board of directors. So as such, we have been doing our due diligence ever since. We have now incorporated that into the realm of what the FIU requirements are. But the issue of the 2 forms of ID, and that the organization must do a proper due diligence under the ambit of know your customer, because that is a requirement under the requirement of the AML and CFT laws of Trinidad and Tobago. And because they use a risk-based framework, a risk assessment framework for identifying which customers, present a higher risk or a lower risk, we have been doing that ever since. And we would want to ensure that once a member satisfies the requirement for a form of national ID, 1 form of national ID, you bring a bullet paper and all the other requirements. If you are employed, and employment status and source of funds and those things, those are the basic requirements that the credit unions look for.
What is fintech, and can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, from our understanding, fintech is really the combination of finance and technology into one mainstream of delivering. Is a delivery service to members. It's really the technology that improves and automate the delivery and use of financial services to their members. And from where we sit, we have embraced fintech, financial technology in the delivery of services to our members. But we are very mindful of the demographic within the credit union movement. And you have seen that the credit union has straddled across the entire age spectrum in Trinidad and Tobago, because our membership is open from cradle to grave. And I say cradle to grave means that when you're born, you could become a member, from a baby, an infant, to the elderly. And as such, we have to balance the issue of how we apply fintech services to the members' delivery of services, because we don't want to have exclusion. Because we belong to a global network, the cooperative credit union movement in Trinidad and Tobago belongs to the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Union and the World Council of Credit Unions. And the World Council have been advocating with the global financial regulators for what they call financial inclusion and proportionality, which means that you must ensure that whatever regulatory regime you put in place, it does not exclude persons from having access to basic financial services, and that the level of implementation of the regulation must be proportional to the circumstance under which the current environment belongs to. So as such, we have been subscribing to those issues, and we want to ensure that fintech, by the use of it, we don't disenfranchise our members, because the owners of the credit union, and we would not want to put them in a situation whereby the advent of technological solutions, we push members out of the realm. So we are balancing the use of fintech with the delivery of services over the counter in person, and we provide a very humane and accommodating environment for our members when they come into the credit union office to ensure that they can conduct the services. Where they want to have access to fintech solutions, we provide it to ensure that they have access to it without any challenges.
Thank you. We're out of time for this morning, but I did learn a lot as opposed to the credit union and the requirements for banks. Thank you very much. Do have a pleasant day.
It was a pleasure, and thanks much for the invitation. It's appreciated.
Candice, that was such a interesting and fruitful conversations. We both learned what is taking place at credit unions and what is taking place at banks. You know, sometimes they may seem like the same institution, but they have a lot of rules and guidelines that they have to follow, and they do things differently.
Right. And then what's also interesting to know is that even though the government wants to push more technology, you have to be aware of the type of population that we have. And we're running into this problem when it comes to, you know, even like the move towards CNG or electric vehicles, understanding the population and how to bring them on board. However, I guess that's all the time that we have for our show this morning. And viewers, it was a pleasure being with you.
It was a pleasure being in your company. Stay with us, Julian, and we'll be back after the break.
I just want a microphone. Morning. I just want a microphone. Morning. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning.
Put it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Put it with us at American Stores.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Morning, good morning, put a smile on your...
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. To our
Welcome to
top
Tobago
story.
Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides Marine
In
Tobago fishermen
When will the
Sion
Roxborough
Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still find
at the island
treasures like the golden
continue to
waterfall.
rise in Tobago.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Support brand cleaning products, tough on grind, yet gentle on you. In the kitchen, use only support dishwashing liquid. Washing your clothes, use only support liquid laundry detergent. Sanitizing your home, work, or any environment, then support antibacterial multi-purpose cleaner is the brand for you. Ask for support detergent products today because we're family. It's locally made with a great price and everyone needs a little support.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Tobago. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm dressed in my black. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys feeling good too. So welcome to our Youth Wednesday morning show. I am Dwayne Nurse, your host, number one.
Good morning, guys, and I am Aliyah Holland. Welcome to Youth Wednesday. It's a beautiful morning, and we hope that this Wednesday will be extremely lovely with you guys.
Yeah, and Aliyah, not only the morning look beautiful, but I might say you look beautiful as well this morning.
Thank you.
Your host looking good this morning, guys. Well, every morning, you know, but you look great this morning. So, what we want to start with some birthdays.
So we can start with the birthdays and the congratulations.
Because we have plenty exciting things in store for you today.
Sure.
So let me start with the birthdays. What birthdays do we have this morning? Of continuing the beautiful month of March, Aliyah.
Yes, of course.
The beautiful month of March, and I love how she does support me all the time, guys. We have happy birthday goes out to the very selfless, creative, passionate, full of energy, full of vibes, Miss Kathleen Crushy. Right, most persons know her as Auntie Kathleen. So a happy birthday goes out to you from the Tobago Updates family, and especially from me. You know, you kind of missed the Pisces, but you didn't miss the March, which is the most important thing. So happy birthday goes out to you. Do we have any more birthdays?
Yes.
Oh,
we do.
All right. We have one more birthday, and this person is Miss Onika. Happy birthday goes out to you, Miss Anika, from the Tobago Updates family, and from yours truly, Dwayne, your Pisces counterpart. I mean your March counterpart, I should say. Right? So happy birthday goes out to you, and those who might be celebrating birthdays during this month, I just want to wish you guys a happy birthday, especially if we missed your birthday. So happy birthday to you guys. Anything else we have for them, Aliyah?
So we have congratulations going out to Government Senator Nigel Freitas, who was sworn in a few days ago as the Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. He's also a son of Tobago, and he's a Bishopian. So congratulations to you, Mr. Nigel Freitas. And there's another son of the soil that we need to say congratulations to, former PNM candidate for the THA elections, Mr. Lawrence Hislop. Congratulations to you on your appointment as senator.
Yeah, and you know, I am very much proud of these two persons. You know, I know Mr. Hislop personally. I know him personally, right? And he always, you know, he's a very intelligent young man, very promising, and he is my senior, of course. And we did a lot of programs in church and so on together, you know. And Mr. De Freitas is somebody who I often admire in the political slash the government space, serving the beloved Twin Island state of Trinidad and Tobago. So congratulations to you both, and I pray that you guys serve in the best and the fullest capacity of your strength and youth for our beloved Twin Island state. So next on the banter for this morning, we have the come down from this segment. And what do we have for the come down from this segment, guys? Stay tuned for a special video.
Carnival, the 14 days after Carnival would have come and gone. That additional mixing that we did has not changed our circumstance for the worse. So I am now being minded to tell the country, I see no reason now not to open the country up completely.
Right. Now, some might argue this shouldn't be in a come down from this segment, but let me tell you something. This is real good news, especially for those who real cooped up and like to fit and thing and just can't wait. Right. I just want to tell my beloved Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, you know, if you don't even, you know, if you don't give us that thing, you might have to come down from that beloved podium. Right, because at this point I don't want us to be, you don't want to sell with dreams. I mean, we go faint, and I mean, oh gosh, hurry up and open up the thing. Let me free up a little bit, man. I understand you want to keep me safe and thing, but hurry up now, please, I beg you. So
you
please.
find that this logical. Every time around Easter time, he just do this. He's open the country so that Trinidadians could come over here, and the case is rising every single time. Last year he opened it. This year you're doing the same thing. You find this logical?
No, hello. I think you usually want to need to come down from there, you know. Right? I think you usually want to need to come down from there. I don't think that I believe in a man at this point because I ready to think. So what is the next come down from the video or picture we have?
Producer. Okay, we don't have any more.
We don't have any more.
This morning we go straight to the rundown, where we have an interesting and packed rundown for you guys, filled with youth guests and youth.
Right. So firstly, we have me doing the first interview this morning with the original Kwa, and the topic is ready. Ready for what, might you ask? It's a beautiful song, and we will leave the rest for this segment. And following that, what do we have? We have Miss Johnny Campbell with the segment Life After Politics, with former Assemblyman from Masonol, Moriah, Mr. Sheldon Cunningham. What else do we have?
And to end off today's show, we have Mr. Jalen Edwards, the 7-year-old farmer, who will come to speak to us about agriculture and farming and how fun it is.
All right. So, guys, we wish that you would, continue to just give us the support and shout out to all those who are listening virtually on our various platforms, on Channel 20, on Digital Play or Digital Plus, on Guile and Pulse Radio, We want to thank you guys for always tuning in and giving us all the support and all the persons in the live. All the big up all yourself, big up all your whole self, right? Share the live, share the live, share the live.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Pot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Pot it with us at American Stores.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
Right, welcome back. So, ready? What are we ready for? Are we ready for Jesus is coming? Are we ready to spend the money? Ready for Carnival? This morning to begin this interview entitled "Ready," we have the original, also known as Miss Aniqua Lafay. Aniqua Lafay, good morning. How are you? All right, all right. I know you're a bit timid, but we're gonna have a little conversation this morning. So I know you're accustomed to conversations, right? So just tell us about the original Kwa. Kwa the original. Why I keep saying? Yeah, my apologies. Mm. Right. Okay, so you were part of Mastermind. In fact, I was always a fan of Mastermind because yeah, Keelan with luck. Them fellas different. Yeah, them fellas real different, boy. So why did you really get into music? What inspired you to get into music?
Well, being in a family that's already musically oriented, my uncle was a producer. He also was an announcer at Radio Tambourine. He used to call himself the ambassador. Um, I was just always around it.
Right.
Always around
So
it.
it was just a natural transition for
Yeah,
you
yeah.
to just get into music like me.
Like
I
you,
mean,
you sing?
I just try a thing in the bathroom. Perhaps we could do a collab one of these days, you know what I mean?
Well, we can see how that goes.
I just hope I don't catch the bus, right? And you don't laugh at me. But right. So we just want to pause for a bit to listen to your song and give our viewers the opportunity to listen to your song. I hope you don't mind, though.
No.
Very good.
Trying to make their paper, and I got to tell you this if you don't know. Sow good seeds and they will feed you when they grow. Did you know? This is the trumpet blowing from your scripture. Turn it up and catch a couple useful phrases if you can. Cause the trumpet, it can never blow forever. No, your kindness and your mercy's not forever. Time has arrived for the day to give account for what the teachers say. The regal and the peasant combine in rain showers and the pleasant sunshine. Politicians saying what they feel. Truth and fact is clutching at their heel. Seal and their religion is the one to blame. Deviation and darkness is their name.
Ready. So why the topic? Why did you choose to name that song after Ready? Why Ready?
So originally this song came from a song I did previously called Better. So it used to go, hey, hey, are you better? Better, yeah. Which was under the same topic of, the return of whatever you might believe in. And
So basically your song is more of a conscious kind of song that would appeal to those who are more religious to some extent.
It's relatable even those who are everyone. Not. Yes,
right.
it's
so
relatable to everyone.
It's for everyone. It's rated E, in other words.
Rated E.
So because I in listening to your song, and I did listen to your song, and congratulations, by the way, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You're giving what she named competition in Jamaica. I wouldn't call she name.
We don't do competition
over
here.
Right. I'm looking forward to that collab. But anyway, I listened to the lyrics of this song, and it appealed to me as well. I mean, it resonated with me, because it spoke to, it highlighted, just be ready, and it talked about, just to quote one of your lines, time has a right or ride. Is it right?
Arrived for the day.
Arrived for the day, right? To give account to what the teacher has to say. Just explain to us what that line really means.
Okay,
if you don't mind.
So the song was written by Franz Job. He sang the song Tobago. A lot of us may know that song. And when I first listened to this song, what I got from that is that, it's, as we said, it's a song for everybody. So no matter if you're Rastafarian, so your teacher will be Haile Selassie, if your teacher is Buddha, if your teacher is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they have said things that at some point would have come to pass, you know. So it's just to give account for the things that they said, because, you know, it's realities, it's things that are actually happening.
So in other words, the prophetic saying.
Yes, correct.
You know, just to bring awareness to us as well. And that is pretty rich, might I even, and creative of you to even include that in such a manner. You know, just to quote another part of the song though, you know, I already pick out some of the lyrics, because when I tell it resonated with me, it did. Right? So I will be the rich and the peasant combined.
Yep.
Are you preaching unity of some sort?
It is in a sense, yes. But to me it says that we all are human. Rich, poor, fat, skinny, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, we all are one, and at the end of the day, when time has come and gone, you know, we all have to go to the same place.
Right.
You know?
Right. And you know, that is a very interesting take, and you know, reggae conscious music you know, always give you that sort of awareness.
Yes.
In all spheres of life. And you know, it was so critical and very pointed of you to do that. And you know, we live in a political climate, and you even touch on politics as well. You know, to some extent, to me, that is what jumped out at me when I listened to your song. And to quote you one more time, right? Politicians say what they feel, and boy, I say, if I had a hammer, I'd be like,
on the nail.
yeah, right, David. It's like, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, it's as if, you know, they're selling us a set of dreams and all them kind of things.
I mean, to me, they try their best. No matter who you are, whatever political affiliations, you know, they will try their best, but, you know, in the background, there's always some sort of corruption that may be going on. But let's not touch on politics too much, right?
Right. Because they kind of get me excited when they say the P word. But yeah. But, you know, I love this song. It's a very you know, relatable song.
Yes.
And you know, I want to ask you though, did you write that song perchance?
No. Franz Job wrote this song.
Right.
We would have started working on this song probably in the middle of last year.
Right.
It probably would have been around May. In the heat of all the COVID.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. And as we talk about COVID was really hard on us. It was, especially in the industry, the music industry, it was really hard until we had nowhere to perform and we had nothing to do. So it really took a toll on me, and well, at one point I just was like, yo, when it was Discover Series, I did the Discover Series, and when I saw the performance, I was like, dog, imagine you was depressed. You know, you were so heartbroken and you did this performance at your worst. You have so much potential to be something greater if you do it at your best.
Yes, and that is very much indicative of, you know, the natural knack for music that you have. You know, because it's often difficult. It's often difficult to be your best in ardent times. You know, just as we wrap up though. I want to ask you one last thing, but I'll leave that for just a little bit last. But just tell us who shot the video, and just give us about 2 places where in Tobago the video was shot.
Okay, so first let me talk about my producer. The producer is Platinum Touch.
Right.
He's the guy that produced the song. He built the beat and everything. Well, Franz Job wrote the song, and the video was shot by Drill Revolution. That's Roger Lynch. He recently moved to Tobago. He's from Trinidad. He's been doing this for about 2 years. So he shot and edited the video.
All right. So unfortunately, this brings us to the end of our interview. So I tell you, it'll be a conversation, and you were such a natural this morning. So thank you very much for being here. But just close us off just close us off, and we go straight into the break with the Good Morning song. And guys, yes, she sang the Good Morning song. So just give us and we'll close.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. I've noticed that you're running out of paper and grudging those who trying to make their paper. And I got to tell you this if you don't know. Sow good seeds and they will feed you when they grow. Did you know? This is the trumpet blowing from your scripture. Turn it up and catch a couple useful phrases if you can. Cause the trumpet, it can never blow forever. No, Jah kindness and Jah mercy's not forever. Time has arrived for the day to give account for what the teachers say. The regal and the peasant combine in range of good morning, good morning, put a smile on your...
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards.
Welcome to Tobago Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms
and remains when
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearside's marine industry.
Tobago fishermen
When will the
Sion
Roxborough
Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
Of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still
at the island
treasures like the golden
continue
waterfall
to rise in Tobago.
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning. Youth Wednesdays. I'm your host Aliyah Hulla, and this morning we are here with 7-year-old farmer Jalen Edwards. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you?
I'm good.
Why did you get into farming?
Well, I saw my mother planting some lettuce seedlings during the COVID starting time, and I wanted to try.
Do you enjoy farming?
Yeah.
So how do you manage school and farming?
Well, mainly I get up 7 o'clock and I say my prayers, I tend to my rabbit, I tend to my plants, get ready for breakfast, get ready for school. After class, I do my homework, and then I have golf in the evenings.
So you have a packed day all the time?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to do on the farm?
My favorite thing to do is watch the plants grow.
True, you like to see the plants grow?
Yeah.
So when you harvest the plants, do you sell them or do you just give them away?
I would sell some, I would keep some, and I would give some to my family and friends.
So how much is it for some of your produces?
So I sell lettuce for $10, herbs, a herb pack for $5. Yeah, that's mainly.
So only lettuce and herbs you sell?
Well, that's what I have. That's what I had last. For the last.
So what else do you plant?
Well, I plant tomatoes, melon, cucumbers, mainly a variety of different plants.
Does mommy and daddy help you?
Yes.
So you like the help from mommy and daddy, or you want to do everything on your own?
I like the help.
Okay. So you want to say hello to mommy and daddy? You can say hello to them.
Hello, Mom and Dad.
Right. So tell us, being 7 and being a celebrity. So will you say that you're a celebrity? True. You like it?
Yes.
So how was it to meet the Prime Minister and the Minister of Agriculture? Was that fun for you?
Yes, it was.
So, could you tell Tobago where could they find your farm and where could they come to buy stuff?
At Bethel, Tobago.
So, do you know the phone number to call so they can call you? You don't know? Alright, I'll get it after. So you can tell them the name of your farm and tell them your name again and then tell them bye.
The name of my business is Jalen's Easy Grow Plant Pro Greenhouse.
Now what's your name?
My name is Jalen Edwards.
And how old are you?
I am 7 years old.
And you like farming?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jalen.
You're welcome.
So viewers, that was our interview with Jalen Edwards on his farming. He's such a nice little boy. I'm in awe. Please be sure to support our young and upcoming farmers because we eat what we grow. And also, today in the lineup, I would like to send out special congratulations to my mommy on making 23 years in the service, public service. Congratulations to you, Ria. And I hope that you have 23 more years and more to come. So, over to you. Share the live, share the live, share the live.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates. And that was such a lovely, short interview.
He's poised for greatness. I mean,
yes, he is.
You know, the youth man and senior. I mean, yes, he was a bit shy, but he was well dressed.
No. Before we came on his interview, I asked him. I said, "You wanted Daddy to come?" No, I went by myself. he wasn't on.
You must like that.
Yeah, he wasn't on having Daddy and Mommy here. He sure. I like that. Sure.
Right. So, guys, we basically came back to just have the birthdays done over again because we didn't get the pictures up, and also we also have to do over the these celebrations to the 2 gentlemen that were newly appointed in the government of. Okay, so we have for birthdays only. We have again Miss Kathleen Kwashi. Miss Kathleen Kwashi, we want to say again to you, happy birthday, and have a blessed day. You look impeccable. You're really dressing the part, man. I'm really feeling the March vibes, Alia. Alia, please do not roll your eyes from me. You know it's the truth.
Can't wait for Virgo season to happen because I'm fed up of these Pisces.
So again, happy birthday to you from our family from the Tobago Updates, and please enjoy your day. And the second and final birthday we have is from Miss Onika. Miss Onika, we want to wish you a happy birthday from the Tobago Updates family. We are waiting on the photo for Miss Onika. All right. So again, happy birthday for us, from us to you, and from me especially again to you. This whole match one's getting it real nice. If it's nice, you do it twice, right? So over to you, Alia. What do we have next?
Can I just say happy birthday to Anika, and a happy birthday to. The picture is here. Isn't she lovely?
She's a match born. She must be lovely.
Right.
Come on. Yeah, I don't think you're getting it yet.
Right.
Man. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
happy birthday to you from the Tobago Updates family, and from your sisters Akima and Skylar, and the rest of the family. Let's do some shout-outs on the live.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And while you're looking for people on the live, I just want to remind our viewers, our ardent viewers, please send us, keep sending us your comments, your photos, funny videos for the come down from this segment. I mean, it makes the show even lighter and more fun and more youthful. So please, so who do we have on the live, Alia?
Of course, we have Didi Solange Vincent. Good morning to you.
Morning, Didi.
We have Mr. Julian Skeets. Good morning to you this morning. He's always on the live encouraging us. I guess Auntie Ria is in opposites. She usually sleeps in late on a Wednesday because she knows for sure that Wednesday is a resting day for her.
And understandably so. Good morning, Miss Inga Neptune. Good morning to you. Hold on.
Oh, I'm seeing Didi. My mommy. Good morning, Ria. Oh, good morning, mommy.
Right, and finally we have Lyndon Lashley, Pisces good. And we want to thank you guys for giving us support. And we're going over to today in Tobago history, Miss Adana, Devon Adana. My apologies, Devon Adana, with this day in Tobago history.
This day in Tobago history. Did you know that on March 23rd, 1881, it would have been a Wednesday and it would have been the second day of the second reopening of the Penny Savings Bank in Tobago? According to Susan Craig James's Evolution of Society, 141 years ago today, the bank would have been opened in the store of Thomas Blakely Jr., who was a colored merchant and planter who managed the bank for a year. The idea for the Penny Savings Bank, which originally opened in December 1877, was the brainchild of Joseph Grimshaw, who was a master tailor from Scarborough. The bank was supported by the laboring class along with the middle strata of Tobago, our leading colored merchants and planters. The bank was a great necessity on the island given the absence of any bank since the commercial crisis of 1847. It was a need felt by all classes across Tobago, from the agriculturalists who needed credit to laborers and métayers who were obliged either to put their savings in the ground or their thatched roofs. Many also put their money into horses and animals as a means of savings. Officials and teachers also benefited from the bank as they were usually paid in arrears and credit, leaving them to seek advances and credit from the merchants at exorbitant rates of interest, sometimes as high as 40%. Though the 1877 effort of the bank was short-lived, its reopening in 1881 showed only slightly better promise. In April 1882, the depositors requested the government take their net deposits of £116 or $14,868 in 2022 money as the nucleus of a state-run government savings bank. However, there was a great controversy over a proposal to pay Tobago's treasurer £100 per annum to run the bank. £100 in 1882 would be $12,817.81 today. You've been watching This Day in Tobago History. My name is Devon Adana. Back to you.
Good morning, Tobago. This morning we are in the beautiful village of Buku, and this morning we are joined with a very special guest, no stranger to the Tobago space, and this is none other than Mr. Sheldon Cunningham, former area representative for the electoral district of Providence Mason Hall, Mariah. Good morning, Mr. Cunningham.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
It is even more so a pleasure to have you. And let us get straight into it. We all want to know, the viewers want to know, how has your life been after politics?
Life after politics for me have been great. It is one where I could comfortably say it's a life of freedom and doing what I love best, growing up in a home where you learn to prepare all kind of meals and sumptuous meal. I recall on a Sunday we have bush meat as one of our main dish, and now I am here actually preparing some of those within this establishment which used to be Lavina's. So now Lavina's is one in which you can come, and we soon to change the name. So when you look at it, life after politics, it is great.
Life after politics is great. And can you share with us how you arrived at Lavina's? Because something, I noticed a trend with politicians. I noticed it with Mr. Ashworth Jack when he opened Apex after coming out of the political field. And now you are here at your own establishment. So is it a trend with politicians to get into that entrepreneurial spirit?
Well, the thing about it, it's really and truly and I think as politicians, we sit in position where we see and hear a lot of things happening on the island, and we just want to improve it as best as we can. And so I decided, after looking at what could I do after politics, and I said, here now, I was managing the bakery in Moriah, which is called the Moriah Multipurpose Cooperative Society, which we had a bakery and a video club. And there I spent almost 5 to 7 years doing that. When I came out of politics, I said, you know what? I started playing around with food at home first.
Right.
So my family was more like the guinea pig home, to tasting and thing. And I just said, listen, I'm going to look for a place. And then a good friend of mine said, here now, we could go into business together. And I said, no problem. So we started at WIM at Baines Minimart. We're called Bulls Minimart, Miracle Mart, right at the junction of Mary's Hill. And then with the pandemic happening, I had to move to home. We started doing some, and then I had also stopped because, you know, you can't have too many persons coming into your home. And then in August, 31st of August, we started here last year.
Wow.
And starting business in a pandemic, it wasn't easy, but we persevered. Initially, it's supposed to be a family business, but we never really get off the ground to have it as a family business because we started, we had little ups and downs and so forth. But you know what? God have been so good.
Right.
He have gave me 2 of my sister-in-laws. One who is operating the bar, and the other one who is actually doing the cooking during the daytime. I do the dinners from Monday to Thursday, and on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a joint collaboration in terms of cooking and making sure things okay. Let me tell you something. I know you all had Mr. Skeet, Julian Skeet, was up here last week, Saturday.
Right.
And he could express and say what kind of taste he got from those food.
Wow. So can you share with us some of the meals that you all prepare here? And I'm quite sure that they are delectable.
One of the main things we keep doing is trying to create what you call local food.
Right.
Split peas and rice, dashing bush and rice. The crayfish have been a big seller for us. Former Chief Secretary Ansel Dennis will always message me and tell me, here now boy, when you getting crayfish again? Because you see, those are dishes we used to have with our parents.
Right.
And as we bring them back, and I'm seeing most of our foreign guests are really enjoying it because they are really. I remember last week, we had a guest here and he tried crab and dumpling for the first.
Wow.
And he had the fork trying to dig this crab, and we were just having fun in the back because he don't understand. So we had also come out and show him, listen, he had to bite the fins and bite the thing and suck the juice. So he said, this is too much work. And those are some of the experiences that I enjoy. Over the past 8 years serving the people of Providence, Mason, Moriah, I always think that service needs to be stepped up on the island. We need to step customer service to the best, because let me tell you, these guests come from where they come from to experience and experience. And if we don't do the best we can to ensure that we have the best service on the island, as we brand it, Tobago is a tourism island. So we need to really and truly brand it properly and ensure that we treat our guests with respect. But customer service is one of the issues I think can work up, and I'm happy to express that, and I'm happy to help anyone who wants to understand what customer service is all about.
I am glad that you share that sentiment, because a lot of Tobagonians complain about this, and it is indeed a real issue that is impacting our space, especially as a tourism-based island. Now, you spoke about the fact that you had to work and operate in a pandemic, and that was very difficult for you. But guess what? I have some good news. The Prime Minister recently announced that he is intending to open up the country. So upon hearing that news, what was your reaction? Were you excited? Do you see the opportunity arising for you as a business owner and potentially other business owners within the island of Tobago?
One of the main things you have to look at here now, where we are here, it's a prime spot, a prime location, a location that is going to draw persons to your business. So we have to be ready to accept those persons coming in and want to partake in what we have here. And I am happy the Prime Minister is making that decision to open up back Tobago once again, because as everyone knows, we strive on the tourism coming into our island.
Right.
The tourists coming in and taking up summer. So when you open up the business, and don't get carried away, I'm not talking about foreign visitors, you know,
yes,
our local visitors, because a lot of Trinidadians passed through here within the past from December to now. And I am saying, I am very happy, I'm thankful for all those persons who have passed through from our local tourism sector. So
wow.
I'm happy.
Wow, I'm also very happy for you indeed. And how has the support been for your business thus far? Coming out of politics and now being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, owning a restaurant within a pandemic. Is the support there? Do people like what you are offering?
Well, we always make it as a joke, and I will share it, is that when we serve our customers and we come and we clear the table, and as we walking back in, we laugh.
Right.
And the joke is always clean plates.
Right.
Because every time we look around and we go in, because I have two, a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler at home.
Right.
So I always tell my wife, don't worry, it's time to prepare food. I'm in the restaurant, I'll get the leftovers from customers. But these days I have to cook because all I'm getting is clean plates. And also to the fishermen of Buku here, I am grateful. You know what it is? Every day you can get fresh fish.
Right.
And the camaraderie, the love that I have with those persons here, it is excellent. I want to thank them so much for their support.
And I noticed that you have a bar here. Do you all serve cocktails as well?
Yes, we do.
What are some of the cocktails you have? Because I'm a fan of the pina colada. Do you all offer that?
We have pina colada, and you have the virgin pina colada, and you have the rare pina colada. You have the Bloody Mary.
Right.
There's a whole list of different things, and this is where my sister-in-law, but we only operate the drinks, the mix, or the cocktails Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
The weekend,
That's
when there's a buzz, that's when everybody wants to come out and lime. And you know, we are in a prime location.
That's right.
We are right here in Buku, and there's the I Love Tobago, I Love Buku sign right there. Yeah. There's a lovely seafront view. So I think your location is very prime for the business that you are offering. But let me get back into the political.
Let me just quickly say to you before you go back into the pandemic, the business, because we are here from 9 from Monday to Friday, and we offer weekend breakfast Saturday and Sunday. As everyone knows, Sheldon is a 7-day Adventist, and let me know I have staff working with me.
Okay.
So we offer what you want, because we try to give you what you want. So when you come for breakfast, we are not saying this is what we have. If you notice, our menus does not go up until the following day or just the morning before, because we try to accommodate people. So you may leave home with a specific taste in your mouth. And so what we do mainly entree, in terms of we don't cook and have food sitting. So if you call or you arrive at the restaurant, we ask you for 10 to 15 minutes, because we prep everything fresh, so you get it fresh. We use no artificial seasoning in our food. All is freshly done. Actually, at my home, I'm living just across from here. I'm now living in Buku, actually, just across from here.
Wow,
so
you moved now?
I moved to Buku. You see, I move everything to Buku.
Yes, you move, man.
But that doesn't say I'll be running for Buku in the future. And that's the next big question, because and let me let the people out there know, Sheldon is not finished with politics yet.
Because I was just about to ask you if you see yourself going back into the political arena. So I'm glad that you mentioned that it's not over for you.
Yep.
You know what piqued your interest about politics? Why you so love politics?
Politics for me go way back. At age 9, I remember when A&R Robinson was the Tobago East representative. And I used to attend meeting with my mother. And I love the whole idea of what politics is, and the service to people, meeting people, and trying to change the whole trend of people. And that was something that I really wanted. And I recall when Miss Bernadine Davies was the representative, is one person I worked with in long hours. And then when Mr. Ho-Choi Charles, I was calling my dad, he also opened me up to more into politics also. So those are some of the things that I've done. So coming back and then serving with Mr. London as my former teacher, and somewhere along the line I heard we related and don't know true, but he have been treating me like a real son.
Right, so I'm glad that you have that experience.
Yes, yes.
And you know, the PNM internal elections is coming up. What is your take on the atmosphere? Who you think is a viable candidate for leadership? I hope I'm not being a little too imposing on your views here, but can you share with us briefly your take on the internal election?
The internal election is something that I've been thinking about. I've been looking at. I've seen a lot of questions. I saw my name was one of the prospective leader. Let me make it clear, address everybody. Fear, Sheldon is not contesting the leadership of the People's National Movement. As a matter of fact, Ansel and I had a lot of conversation. I had conversation with other persons. Kelvin and I would have spoke about this whole thing before. We wanted us to meet, but we never had the opportunity. The present political leader, Miss Celestine, we had conversation. And we look at all of it, but Sheldon is not running for leadership.
Right.
What I hope for is that whoever decide to take the reign of leadership had to understand one thing, that you are there to serve. Many times as politicians, and I can say it for myself, we go into office and we take office and forget the reason, purpose why we go into office. And we get too swell-headed, and I will say it openly, and we forget the reasons. You are there to lead. You are there to be equal. You are there to understand and listen. As the leader, I cannot be partially. But most persons always feel that, listen, I must choose and take side. No. If you're leading, if he's your friend and he's doing something wrong, he must get the same treatment as anybody else. And that's the whole thing we need to do. The PNM is a great party. The PNM is a party that belongs to the people. And I think also a lot of persons don't understand that politics have a life of its own.
Yes, it does. A morality of its own as well. I have spent 8 years into politics and I enjoyed it. And now I'm moving on. And for now, I'm taking a break. So don't feel I'm out of it. I'm just taking a break. I don't know what plan God have for me. And I always tell people, as a Seventh-day Adventist, I think I've done the best that I can with the point in time and the necessary resources that I had. And I have never blamed anyone. I'm not trying to blame anyone for anything. Those things happen because a reason and a cause, and it's now over. Let's move on. I have no bad feeling. I have no bad or anything against anyone. I am happy to serve the island of Tobago. And if asked to do it, I will do it again. Just like when I was selecting a next candidate to go in my space, I didn't make no crime. I just simply move aside and give room. But I had some issues and I dealt with them the way I think is best. And I'm comfortable. I have no regrets of nothing that I've done. Mr. Cunningham is at peace. He has no malice, no bad energy. He's here running his own restaurant. And you know, I just really want to commend you on the move that you have taken to build that level of entrepreneurship on the island by opening your own establishment. And I do wish you all the success that you are seeking. But as before we go, I would just give you the opportunity to market Lavina's to our viewers.
Well, thanks again. Lavina's, which was the former brand name for the restaurant at Miller's Guest House. And so we are now looking to rebrand Lavina's. And most likely, I have 2 names in mind. One, my mother name is Ivy. So we also are looking at what you call the capital D Blue Ivy Restaurant and Bar. And most likely that is going to be the name because it's already blue already. And just to add the name and so forth. And the kind of following that I had before, I don't think branding or name will make a difference because it is Sheldon. Sheldon have a good name. And Sheldon will keep that name. And I always say to people, your name is important. Keep your name. When you think of doing anything, remember, it is not just for today, but it can follow you for life. So I'm welcoming you. We are open Sunday to Sunday. We are here to serve you. And any issue anyone come and have, feel free. We will deal with it immediately and correct all issues that you may have in. I think I'm very open. Everyone knows who Sheldon is. And he's the same person all now.
Same person. Also leave us with a contact number for those who may want to call.
Our contact number is 639-4272, or you can use my personal number, which is 703-7338.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Cunningham, for such an engaging and insightful interview. It was indeed a pleasure speaking with you. And again, I wish you all the success. And I do look forward to seeing you within the political arena sometime in the future. We never know what the future holds. And I'm sure that there is something bright and promising in store for you. Thank you so much for viewing Tobago Updates. It's all about Youth Wednesday. I am your host, Janae Campbell. Do have a blessed morning.
All right. So thank you very much for that lovely interview, Johnny Campbell. Now, all I know is that Mr. Cunningham say he not done with politics.
Yes,
you understand?
Indeed. And what I would have heard on the ground, I'm being with my auntie and stuff living in Mariah, I would have heard that he is a man of the people and he ensures that the people are taken care of. And that is something, as he spoke about in his interview, it's all about service and the people and remembering why they placed you in office. So I will be extremely elated to see him be a part of the political arena again and see what he brings to the table then.
Indeed. And one of the things that I admire about him is the fact that he's a no-nonsense person. I recall particularly a video that, despite being a part of or affiliated with his own party, he was not afraid to say, you know what, this is something that we need to recheck and rethink. And I think that is something that is very much admirable. And if I'm not wrong, the Honorable Prime Minister was also had history of doing such in his own day before he became the political leader of the People's National Movement.
But I admire Mr. Cunningham's humility because he will walk into your home just like a regular person. He doesn't get high and mighty. He walks into your home, greets you normal, has a normal conversation and sits with you for a while, and then he exits as normal people would do as friends. So I really admire that about him, and congratulations to him and his restaurant. And I do hope that when he enters back into the arena of politics, I hope that this is a better game for him and it flourishes better on this time.
Right. And I too make a very, keen effort to be a part of that restaurant, so I could let the Tobago Updates family know how the food tastes in down there. I make a tack down in Buku in a little bit. So guys, this brings us to the end of our Youth Wednesday morning show. I am Dwayne and this is...
I am Aliyah Hulla.
And please guys, have a great day and enjoy.
Remember to share the live.
You better have a whole lot of measure, cause I'm a rock back chick. Never tag along the never look back chick. Trendy, a little crazy, intelligently singing rock back chick. No sticks, no stones, or any kind of weapon don't belong.